Welcome back, viewers. I am RxOliver, these are my friends, and this is Bushido, Heroes of Nippon, session 57. Good evening, Brian, Dave, Nick, Tim, Graham.
Evening all.
Evening.
Evening all viewers.
Hello.
Evening, everybody.
I believe you'll have a little bit of retconning to do, Dave.
Just a little bit of retconning, because...
A good one, though. It's a good one. It's not a bad one. It's a good one.
You were travelling on a ship.
Don't fret.
And unfortunately, there's not a great amount of space on a ship for exercise. And therefore, most of the party weren't able to do very much. However, one member of the party goes for a more intellectual approach to things. And therefore, Shugenja could continue learning the spell she was trying to achieve from the scroll. Because
I like that idea.
she only had one, how shall I put it, effect number left to get.
Yes.
So, in that case,
Very
would you
careless, that. Very careless.
Would you? Well, the rest of the party felt it was necessary to rush off. Something to do with, I believe it might have been concealed goods or something. I can't remember precise detail.
No, that never happened.
That
Don't know
never
what
happened? Of
I
course.
don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what you're talking about there.
Anyway, so therefore, would you please dig up your sheet and
I got it.
please make a skill roll on your magic BCS to, sorry, on your school of, I can't remember what school it is, but the appropriate school.
It's school of water.
You're water, aren't you?
Okey-doke.
Yeah. That's my primary.
Remember you doing darts of water all the time.
Okay.
And
Very nice, Brian.
yeah, made it by 11.
You have completed learning that spell.
Congratulations.
What
you learned, what you learned.
Concealing cloak.
nice.
Ooh,
So now I can disappear.
that is amazing, actually.
If it gets really bad, it's like, no, bye.
That is awesome. That is awesome for you. I love that.
Can you cast it on others?
I'm going to check that out right now.
Brian hadn't even thought of that. He's the selfish bugger that he is. What I picture, what I wonder is, can you cast other spells while invisible? Like, so could you be invisible casting the old mud spell and things like that?
I think you'll find, Oliver, that it's like the D&D spell. While you're invisible, you can't do a great deal. And if you
Yeah.
cast a spell, you become visible.
Yeah,
But you'd have to check.
probably, yeah.
What knowledge is it, Brian?
Or it's too good.
It's a knowledge 30.
Right,
In that case,
You get 3 points of Shugendo for learning it.
3 points of Shugendo. Congratulations.
Very nice.
Yay.
What's your level like, Harumi? How are you looking?
3 points there. My Shigenja is at 25.4.
So you're halfway to level 3.
Yep.
Nice.
I have enough on for it. It's just
Yeah. The Budo Shigendo, it comes slower, like 100%.
oh yeah.
Very nice.
Start a campaign
Very
that where everyone's Shigenjas, and you just spend the first 3 levels just learning spells.
I'm going to start a campaign where everybody's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, mate. You heard it here first.
Okay. So, I believe you are in Usuki. Your lord has arranged to stay in the house of one of the samurai in town, and you have places in the barracks with the Ashigaru and the porters. But he has told you that he is going to be busy for the next 4 days, and you can do what you will, as long as you don't bring any dishonor to his family name. Of course, that goes without saying. Okay. The acting sergeant will then correct what his lord said. Well, he's said that you're free. Basically, you may leave, providing you notify me where you're going and when you expect to return, so that we can get a message to you if he decides that you are needed.
Sure. Is it still the 29th of Kaminozuki for the date now? That's the date we arrived here, isn't it?
Let me pull up the diary.
I think we're still on the same day. And it's a festival tomorrow, is it? Or the day after tomorrow? Is it the 30th or the 1st?
Let's see. So, scrolling down, I was looking at some history for I'm not sure what particular reason. And Okie doke. That was your jobs. Okie doke. You docked in Usuki in the late afternoon of 27 Kaminazuki.
27th.
27th Kaminazuki. And given that you are in town, the sergeant will give you your pay up to date if you wish. He doesn't know whether you wish to take some of it and leave the rest in secure custody. He would recommend not taking it all and spending it all at once.
Do you know what our to date is? It's 1 silver per
Yes.
day, isn't it? He's already gave us the bonus. He paid us cash, didn't he?
Oh yes. Your pay up to date is 35 silver.
Oh wow! So that's 1 of 3
Nearly
gold, isn't
3 koku.
I'll take that, Sergeant.
Okay. So
So it's
you've taken
it's
yours.
2 gold and 11 silver if you do it that way, isn't it?
Well, if you want to take it all, give him a silver. You can have 3 gold.
Well, Kinzo's taking his. I'll wait and see what the rest of the boys are doing.
I don't trust myself.
I have to show that I do trust, that I am trustworthy with my own money. I'm a leader now, and I have to show a good example. I will take mine.
Ah, so you're leaving it with the sergeant then?
It's all right, Baka. You can give your money to me.
Did you give the same interest rates as One-Shoe?
He doesn't give interest rate.
He does.
What's Kosa doing?
No, he don't.
I don't need it yet.
See, I don't need it either. Like, just try to set the right
Oh,
example. Maybe leaving it with
Your
him is
money's
the right
recovered,
example.
has it?
Yeah, I'm recovered now. I've got gold with 1 shoe and everything, mate. I'm jamming. What are you doing, Baka?
I believe Baka's leaving his with the sergeant.
I've no need for mine.
I am.
I've no need for mine. I'll leave mine with the sergeant as well.
I want to have plenty of money when we get to the big city.
Yeah, I've got no need for it right now. I'll thank him very much, but I'll say I trust it's safer here than on my person when I'm walking
Okay,
about.
so
in the big
Kinzo's
city.
taken his. Are you going to go out?
Hold
Sorry.
on, Dave. Unagi will leave his with the sergeant because he doesn't need.
Okay. So you are in Usuki. Are you going to wander around that evening to see what's present?
I think we should, boys. Is this the furthest we've been from home?
I'm
Yeah.
going to go and visit the local shrines.
Okay.
Nah, is this the furthest we've
well-
been from home, or have we been up here? Because I see the maps revealed up here.
You've
guess we
been
have.
slightly further north. You went over the
Yeah.
border into Bungo province, if
How-
you remember.
Was this the first time to in Usuki? First time here? I don't remember.
No, you visited Usuki previously.
We did. Okay.
But I think it was a
It
flying visit.
it was to do with the arms smuggling that we involved
Yeah,
ourselves in.
the Yaris. No, I think I will go and enjoy the city, and just take a walk
Okay.
around and stuff. Baka, are you coming with me?
Yeah, if we're just here for the evening, that'd be good.
Yeah. Well, we're here for
Okay.
a few days. Let's go have a look around the city, see if there's anything interesting to
Okay.
occupy us.
Well, the notable places in the city, it's a city of about 5,000 people. There's a level 4 citadel. And looking at the guards, you reckon there's probably about 4,000 troops in garrison at the moment. There's 3 temples, 3 shrines, 7 schools, and Baka would be pleased to learn there are 3 gambling houses.
Ooh. Would I have any idea of which Yakuza gang might be working out here?
Yes. I believe this is the Sly Hand gang.
Gang in Zuki.
Look at you taking notes. They sound like dodgy
with
fuckers.
with a name like that, I suggest you don't go gambling in their gambling houses.
Alright, just go prepared to lose whatever. Like, only go with money that you don't mind losing, basically, because you're gonna.
Relations with the people you know in Nobioka are neutral friendly, shall we say?
That's all good then.
They don't get on each other's patch, and so they are they do cooperate on certain things, like if a particular license or piece of paper comes out that's needed, then if one gets it, they're happy to sell it for a reasonable price to the other. Okay. There are 7 schools. Sorry. So as far as the shrines are concerned, you know that there's a level 6 shrine, the Great Wind Shrine to Fujin. There is the West Vista Shrine, which is level 4, and there's a shrine to the Well Spirit, which is a level 2. Schools. There is a level 6 Fine Arts Academy, level 4 Martial and Martial Arts Schools, a level 3 Fine Arts and Gentlemen's Academy. There's a Martial School, level 2, and another Gentlemen's Academy, level 2. So there's quite a few schools here.
Any temples?
Yes, there are 3 temples. The Golden Egg Temple, which is level 4. The Ransom Temple, level 3. And Shoemaker's Gift, level 2.
Which are Buddhist and which are Shinto?
The shrines are Shinto.
Ah,
Temples
right, yeah.
are
Temples
Buddhist.
are Buddhist, yeah, and shrines are Shinto. How many shrines then?
Okay. 3.
There's 3
Level
of each.
6. Level 6, the Great Wind Shrine. There are 3 of each, yes. Level 4, the West Vista Shrine. And level 2, the Well Spirit.
What did you say the highest level temple was?
4.
Level 6.
That was.
Sorry, level
I thought it was
4
4.
is the highest temple.
Yeah.
The Golden Egg.
It's definitely more Shinto leaning here.
Shall we go
Yep.
check out the temple, Baka? Is that what you want to do?
Well, well, it's actually the road to Enlightenment temple I would want us to go and have a look at.
Yeah,
some point.
down the road. How far away is that? It's like a whole couple of hexes on the map, isn't it?
The road to Enlightenment is, let's see, that's 2 re down the road. Yes, sorry, 3 re down the road. It's out on the promontory.
Just a short walk, Baka.
I'm willing to jog because I know you're quicker than I am.
Oh, no need, my friend. I'll slow down for you, like.
Well, you won't get there tonight. That's for certain.
No need to go today.
You could. I mean, if you ran all the way tonight and didn't sleep, you'd get there midnight, but the doors would be shut.
Yeah,
No, there's no need for us to go today.
Okay. In that case, let's go out drinking.
Be careful, Baka. I'm going with
De-
you
de-
anyway.
dealing-
I'm going to keep you out of trouble. You're fine.
Dealing with the spirits tonight and my spirit tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'm coming with you. Make sure you don't get in any trouble,
Sounds good.
or to try and make sure you
Okay.
don't get in any trouble. You usually behave when I'm around, so.
Yeah.
Kinzo, are you going to be visiting a shrine tonight, or just checking to see what's available?
No, I shall visit the smallest shrine, the well shrine. Did you say?
Yes, the well spirit shrine.
Okay, I'll ask one of the priests.
I did name this before we had the earlier events campaign.
I'll ask him who the well spirit is.
1 second. And so that's the well spirit. It's a minor kami, Atago Gongen. And hang on a second, let me just look.
Could you
up.
put that in the chat for me?
Certainly. Hang on. Control C and pardon me.
Bless you.
Atago Gongen. And I believe that she is a minor kami of water. Let me just check that.
Harumi's fave.
Atago Gongen. Yes, she's a minor kami of water.
Excellent. And then I'll ask the priest to perform a ritual of purification on myself.
He will, of course, be delighted to do so, and he will get one of the. Hang on a second. Let me just look up the. Let's see how big is the temple. Sorry, the shrine rather. Welsh Spirit Shrine. There is only one priest there, I'm afraid.
It's a small one then.
Yeah, I thought that's why I'm asking. I'll ask him to do it.
Gentleman called Kanushi, who welcomes you to the temple. Sorry, to the shrine, and he will, of course, do his best to assist you in getting rid of any pollution that you may have acquired.
Well, I think it quite likely I was involved in a combat with some bandits not so long ago, and I haven't had a chance to purify myself yet.
Very good. In that case, he will take you through the rituals, and all being well, will successfully purify you. Just trying to remember whether there's a specific spell that he casts for that, or whether it's just a ritual that he carries out. I think it's just a straight ritual, isn't it? Oh no, purify pollution. So it will take a day to purify you. So if you come back tomorrow,
Okay, I'll return tomorrow morning.
he will take you down to the stream that's flowing into the river, and they have a point where they do the purification. Okay. So
Dave, I've sent you a message, Dave, right? On Roll20.
Closest to
After
secret
right now,
things.
when you've got a chance.
Yeah, you'll have to have a poke around and see.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for the 3 or 4 days we've got.
Okie doke. Right. So you spend the.
Dave, just before we go, have I got time to nip to the biggest shrine and arrange an appointment for the day after tomorrow?
Yes. Plenty of time for
Okay,
that.
I'll do that then. And it's called the Great Wind Shrine. They may know something about these wind chimes I've got.
Well, of course. And let me just check and see who's free. North Hyuga, Great Wind Shrine, and we are. Hang on a second. What day are we on? So it is currently 658. So that's week 66. Data. Okie doke. So yes, there are 2 free priests, so you can book an appointment to see one of them.
And that's on the 29th, isn't it?
That will be on the. That will be the 29th. Yes.
Okay.
So you spend the night in the barracks, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody going out drinking?
I believe me and Baka are going out. No, I'm maybe only
yeah.
going to have a couple of drinks, but I'm going out to see the city anyway.
I am going to ask if I could possibly leave one Koku. I've got 2 on me in safekeeping with the rest of my wages. Just we may be neutral friendly, but
the sergeant congratulates you on your sagacity. When travelling away from home, you can't really trust strangers.
myself.
Especially in cities. People brush past you. 2 minutes later, you find that your purse has been cut.
Yep.
Okay, so are you just having a quiet night out, or are you intent on?
Is there
I'm
anywhere that they're doing sumo wrestling?
Oh, that'd be
Not that
fun.
I'm necessarily wanting to compete, but certainly want to
go
go watch and
yeah, that'd be fun.
maybe
I'd go
bet
to
on.
see that.
Let's see.
I'm not planning on doing much drinking. I'm just out to see the place.
I
think I stand a better chance of-
houses. Not tonight, no.
Anything in the next couple of days?
That's what I'm just checking. Day after tomorrow, there's bouts at one of the inns. Well, one of the gambling houses.
That's the 29th.
it,
That'll be on the 29th, yes.
Have they got any open slots?
Oh, Baka, if you go and compete, that'd be sick fun. I'll be your manager.
Well, there's an all-comers bout, yes.
Yeah, I'll put my name down for that.
And entries are silver, and there are prizes for first and second.
Yeah, why not?
Amazing.
Okay, you putting your name down?
Yes, please. So I'll pay the silver now.
Fair enough.
Amazing, Baka. Amazing. I love that.
You both having a flask of sake, a cup of sake?
I'm certainly only having 1 or 2, David. I'm not getting intoxicated.
Well, if you have a cup each, that'll set you back a silver.
Okay. So
I'll share this. Well, it's a silver each or a silver between us.
No, it's a silver between you.
I'll get it
Oh,
back.
come on, we can have 2 cups.
I'll get the
We can
first
have
one. Well, you go in 2
You get the
cups.
first. You get the first one.
Right, I'll get the first one,
I
and
might,
you get the second one. Is that a silver each? Is it?
Yeah.
There you go. I'm the boss. I'll get the first one, mate. There you go. I'm a
It's
wee
2
cup of
cups. We
tackle
can
with
handle
my
2
boy
cups.
Baka. Yeah, mate. 100%. Big boy.
Okay. Have a check of both your healths.
Oh,
That
really?
should be pretty good.
Yeah, health 21 and
23.
health 23. Yeah, you can manage a cup each without trouble.
That was the plan, like.
We can manage a cup each.
A
I
wee
think we've done 2.
sake, just a wee sake. Technical term
You
here.
can
Wee.
manage 2 cups each without
Yeah,
me
yeah.
getting
A wee
stressed.
couple,
you to
a wee
make
couple
roll.
of, a wee couple, right? It's a wee couple.
A wee couple.
Yeah.
Technical term, wee.
Yeah, just a wee dram tonight because we've got an early start tomorrow.
Very good. You return to the barracks in, well, happy, I believe.
In good
Baka's looking forward to
in
testing
good spirits?
himself against other members of his leaning,
Profession?
shall we say? I wasn't going to say profession because after
I mean,
all,
as a
you are
subai.
you are a Bushido.
Baka doesn't lean. If Baka leans, he falls over. Baka doesn't lean.
You're just a Bushi with strange skills, aren't you?
That'll be the one.
That'll be the one. The following day dawns. It was frosty last night, and it's raining heavily, so everything's going to be cold. Sorry, my apologies. There was a frost last night, and it's clear skies again today. You don't think the temperatures are going to get up much more than 5 degrees today? So you are all wrapped in your winter clothes and shivering like anything.
Okay.
But there hasn't been any snow yet, which is surprising.
Might be worth jogging down there just to keep us warm.
Okay, so who's going down to the Temple of Peace
Yeah.
Through Strength?
Yeah, I am. Give me a
Sorry,
second.
Road to Enlightenment, rather?
I am. I'm just adjusting my sheet. I still had my armor on. Bear with me. Where's my winter
So
garb?
Kinzo's staying in Usuki for purification.
Winter garb is on.
Kyūryū and Baka are heading down to the Road to
Yeah.
Enlightenment.
That is correct.
Anybody else going?
I'm shopping, as you know.
Yep.
When was the fine arts school?
There is a fine arts school, level 6, which is oddly enough, it's named Tenki's Place.
Hanky's place?
Tenki's Place. It's a massive place.
Going places in the city on your own, Harumi. Need to go with someone.
There are a total of 9 teachers on their lists.
That's where she's going to head. See what she can pick. Might be able to learn while we're here.
Okay. Well, this week is just coming to an end, but you've only got 4 days of holiday before the Lord said that he might need you again.
Oh, there's always a chance of private tutoring.
Which also takes a week.
Maybe you could buy a wee book or something.
You could hire
Yeah.
somebody to travel with you.
Mhm.
You could. Private tutor on the
That is
boat.
That is a possibility. Well, I'll go check it out anyway.
Not on your
Okay.
own, you won't.
Yeah, she's going on her own.
No, she'll go with somebody. Surely one of the Lord's men or somebody is going to go with her.
Why?
Because she's a woman on her own in the city. I don't
But
trust
you
people.
remember that we've got Yanagi as a spare person.
Your Nagi will go with
Good
her.
idea.
Your Nagi will go with you, Harumi. you don't
Very
mind,
good.
if you don't mind, just for my own peace of mind, if you don't mind, Harumi, I'm the boss. Thank you.
Okay, boss.
Thanks for reminding me, Tim.
So Harumi and Yanagi checking out schools.
Kosa acting all suspicious like on his own.
I know, eh?
Goes for shopping.
What's he sniffing about for?
Okay. Please roll me 2d3, Kosa.
If you're away to buy drugs without the boss, I'll not be happy.
Okay. Wandering the city, you find 5 merchants that may have something that, you know, they look at, obviously have books and scrolls and might have something of value. 1 second while I check. Ah, a 6. That seems possible. So let us see what you have found. That is confirmed. No, wrong sheet. That was the one I wanted. Okie doke. Please roll 2d6. Okay. You found the first thing you were looking for in katakana.
Okay.
A value of 70. And
That's perfect.
price, let us see.
Are you out shopping for a present for your boss? That's really nice.
So,
It's very, very long-term objective, this is.
Okay. Are we, or the viewers, going to get to learn about it at all?
I don't know. Are you going to reveal your plans to the other people? Kosa? Or are you going to continue mysterious?
You can,
Well,
remember, if you want, you can reveal things while the players know, but you can still keep it secret from the character if you want. You can reveal things for the viewers, and
depends if
characters
it is.
don't know.
Depends how big this thing is.
Okay.
I mean, if it's
Okay.
big as I think it might be, but I'm up with it, can see it anyway. So.
I'm so curious.
Right.
If you're buying a Kaga so I can carry you around, you can sod off.
Do it. I'll make him carry you around. If you come back with one of them, I'll make him do it. That would be funny.
Right.
I would suggest he's probably buying a book or a scroll or something like that.
I'm just checking up the cost of these things.
Yeah, that's what I assumed you did.
I tend to charge a silver piece per point of knowledge in whatever you've got.
Per point of BCS?
No, per point of knowledge. So if it's a book, and it's
No,
got
it's a Toromono.
in that case, I'd make it a gold a BCS.
That would make it about 14 gold, which seems excessive.
Well, that's the start. I mean, you can always make it less than that. It depends on what this Torimono is about.
It's not a standard skill. Well, sorry, it is a standard skill, but it's not a popular skill.
It's not common. Yeah, it's not common.
It's not a common skill, so there's not that much demand for it. But
Well,
equally,
I'm doing him a favour by taking it off his hands.
There's not that many of them around, so they're rare.
Probably had it on his shelf for months, for years.
Sorry, what's
Well,
your
okay.
commerce skill?
None.
Don't.
It's not a skill.
What level is the scroll in terms of percent?
70.
Well, if you charge 1 gold per 10 points, that makes it 7.
That would
And
be
then
7 gold.
Then you modify that up and down by BCS rolls in commerce.
Right.
I'm not going to try to haggle because I don't have any commerce skill.
That's fine. Okay. It is available for 7 gold, 7 koku.
I will buy it.
Okay.
You
I
also
will-
remember,
I will-
of course, that when you come to sell it, you'll get some of that money back.
Yeah, I'm not going to sell it. I will draw some. I'll draw 3 gold from my wages if possible, please,
Yes, no problem at all.
and I'll pay the rest what money I've got on me.
Okay.
I'll draw 3 of
The
three of my
merchant
gold.
kind of blows the dust off it before handing it to you.
Thank you very much. I assume it's quite a substantial tome, is it? I assume.
Oh yes, yes. It's
Yeah.
it is in katakana.
Yeah.
Take you up to 70, and it's not. The calligraphy isn't great, shall we say?
That's okay. Yeah, so you will see that I brought a book. But it'll be wrapped up in paper, keep it dry, etc.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank the man.
Let's see. I'm just making a note so that I know what I've given you and how much it's cost.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So, Kosa's shopping is done for the day. Kinzo, do you wish to make a d20 roll for your priest, please, to see how successful he is in purifying you? That is sufficient to purify you. During the day, you are not, always chanting prayers, etc. There are periods where you are just washing yourself, or he's pouring water over you, and you can chat. So if there's anything you want to talk to him about, then you're more than welcome to.
No. I should talk to him about this spirit that is the karma that's enshrined here, and mention the fact that I am a follower of the well shrine at Shinshinotsu.
Ah, he's delighted to hear that. He explains that there is an ancestral well that was first dug in Usuki, and it was of great benefit during an early siege, in that it never ran dry, and so the shrine was set up to honour the kami of the well, saving the population. He will inquire as to the details of, has it revealed its name, blah blah blah, and
As a player, I don't know whether it has, but
no,
actually,
it hasn't actually spoken to you.
I should mention the fact that I and my fellows found the statuette to the kami that in the well at what was Shinshinatsu, and we took it back home to get it blessed by a priest at the local shrine, and the kami manifested it herself, which is why I feel attached to her. And we put it back, and Shinshinatsu is now becoming another growing village, and hopefully the sake will be as good as it was.
He is delighted in your acts, commends you for your piety, and advises you that if you have a connection to that kami, then to develop it.
Yes, I certainly intend to, when I get sufficient time to go and pay proper respects, as it were. And when we finished,
and given that you are a devotee of a well spirit, there is no charge for the purification, and indeed, while you were in Asuki, he would be grateful if you would come and help him with the rituals in the temple.
I certainly will. I'm here for another 3 days. I won't be able to do tomorrow because I shall be at the Great Wind Shrine talking to the priest there, but I shall come the other 2 days.
You'll be welcome whenever you arrive.
Certainly, and I shall press 1 koku into his hands for the upkeep of the shrine.
He thanks you and asks whether a shrine has been built to the kami in Shinshinatsu yet.
I believe it has.
He presses a koku into your hand for the upkeep of the shrine in Shinshinatsu.
I bow and thank him politely. I shall make a note.
Have a point of honor. Okay. Also in Asuki, I will deal with the city first. Harumi and Yanagi, we're going to check out Tenki's place, correct?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Well, it is, as I said, a massive school. The board for this week's lessons shows that they are teaching composition. One of the masters is teaching how to play the sanko. And there's a theory class in the School of Soil by one of the masters. They list out all those skills in which they have a master present, and you start going down the list, and you think, hang on a second, how many was that? You're pretty certain that there isn't a fine art that they don't have a master present. It is obviously an old school. It's been there for some time, and there's somebody in that school with mastery in each of the fine arts.
Nice.
How many teachers are in the school?
They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in total. And there are a total of 41 fine arts.
So they're averaging 5 each.
1, 2, 3. There are 4 6th level, 2 5th level, 2 4th level, and a 3rd level. These teaching staff are quite elderly.
Wouldn't want to be the man at the bottom of the pile, I tell you. He'd be doing all the work.
Yeah, it would be.
I don't know. They have students for that.
Indeed. Anyway, I'm busy being purified, so I shall shut up.
Okay. Anything else you want to have a look at, Harumi?
If they have any Torimonos that I could buy.
Unlikely. It's possible they've got an old tatty one that they've replaced with a new one, but it's unlikely. Please roll a luck roll.
A luck roll. Do, 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 do. Nothing good,
No.
nothing bad.
No, they don't have any old Torimonos that they're looking to get rid of.
Well, I
They
don't
have an excellent library. If you were researching things there, you could expect to get great help from that.
Yeah, but I don't have the week to actually study.
No, not at present.
No. Well, I will make note of this school. And if I ever get a chance to come back and have the time, I definitely would like to learn under them.
Okay. Well, you can have a look through the library.
Yeah, I'll have a peek through and see what there is.
No stealing.
That's not my job.
What languages are you fluent in?
Fluency is at what level?
50.
I think fluency is it 8 or 10? I
9,
can't
I
remember
think.
which. 9.
BCS of 9, I think.
Okay, BCS of 9 and you're fluent.
I thought it was
10.
I thought it was
10
10.
is it?
Yeah.
Right. In that
Yeah,
case, if you're
Karinana, or yeah, I could speak all of them. Like 218
No.
ones at 21.
they're all the same language,
Mhm.
but they are different written scripts. Okay?
Yeah, but she's
Yeah.
fully fluent in all three because she's
Yes.
a smart ass.
Because I'm a smart ass.
Katakana is block capitals, hiragana is
Big
joined
one.
up writing, and kanji is the ideograph. Or
Calligraphy.
hieroglyphs, or what I call them, what you will. Okie doke. As far as you're concerned, there are teaching scrolls for each of the schools of magic. In actual fact, there are mastery scrolls for everything except the School of Soil. It has a very big library. Okay.
No, do you mean that? It doesn't have a mastery scroll for Bushido.
For what?
School of Soil. School of Soil.
Doesn't have a mastery scroll for that.
In
no.
that case, Harumi could, if she wished, try to find one and use it as a bribe to get involved in the school.
Indeed.
Having used it herself, of course.
They couldn't give her help in learning spells, but they can certainly teach the basic knowledge of the school from a theoretical point of view.
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, jogging quickly down the road towards the temple, we have a couple of people. One of them going to the temple, and one of them just going to how should we put this? Expose some of the map.
No. I'm interested in the
No.
temple also. I like a bit of Buddhism.
He's
so
going to stretch his legs because he's been on a boat for several days.
there's
and
that
hasn't
as
been able
well.
to
That's another thing. There's that, but also no, I'm into a bit of the Buddha. I like a bit of enlightenment myself.
Well, Kyūryū, can I just say, I'm currently carrying 16 pounds of traveller's rations. It would be good to donate this to homeless and to the poor along the way.
That's absolutely excellent thinking, Baka. That's a really great idea.
So we're going to hand out 30 traveller's rations.
To who?
To destitute and the poor along the way.
Okay. Well,
expecting to see some?
You don't even get out of Usuki. Basically, there's plenty of destitute and poor in Usuki.
Well, yeah. So is the temple like in the middle of nowhere?
Don't draw too much attention to yourself, though.
Yeah, not in the city.
It's off the road to the on the seaward side of the road on the promontory. In fact, there are two temples there. There's the Timeless Temple. 1 second while I put on the text.
Actually, no, I want to do it along the road. The reason being, I'm taking the road to enlightenment as very literal, and yeah, I want to feed people along this road on my pilgrimage down to it.
Fair enough. Okie doke.
I know she left your money at home before you did this, so you don't get robbed. Very smart.
Most of it.
Okay, you will find some people. It's questionable how in need they are, but
the rest can go to the temple to be handed out.
Yeah, fair enough. So you want to see how good those two temples are. Let me just pull that up. So. The Timeless Temple is level 4, so it's a reasonable sized temple. That's got 6 priests. The Road to Enlightenment is a level 3 with 3 priests. And the Road to Enlightenment has Dainichi Nyorai embodied within it. For your information, he is he's known as the Cosmic Buddha, and he affirms the unity of creation. The Buddhists believe that everything is embodied within him. Okay. As far as the Timeless Temple is concerned, that is to Hosho Nyorai. And as far as he is concerned, he is known as the Destroyer of Greed and Pride.
Yeah, we'll go to the Road to Enlightenment.
No keen on him, were you, Baka? It's not your favourite.
I'm not there yet. I'm not at Enlightenment yet. So,
well, the Nyorai are generally very good at helping you to purge yourself of the emotions, because falling prey to one's emotions leads you away from enlightenment. And as far as Dainichi Nyorai is concerned, he will help you rid yourself of all emotion to achieve nirvana.
I certainly felt a calling towards the Road to Enlightenment, so I'm going to stick with that. I didn't even know about the Timeless Temple at that point. And if it's timeless, it'll still be there when I come back.
Hey.
Okay, you head into the temple. Are there any priests on holiday at the moment? Sorry, not on holiday, free. So, Road to Enlightenment. Let's see what they're doing this week. You can hear them holding a class in group and 1. Yes. The abbot's holding a class. One of the priests is class in Butsu-do, and the other 2 are busy preparing the temple, ready for the celebration in. Hang on a second. When is it?
They didn't have the winter solstice recently, didn't they?
Day after tomorrow. It's the festival of Omisoka, the last day of the year. Because 30 Kaminazuki is the last day of the year. Hang on a second. Which year is it? It's the year of the ox. And you will transfer into the year of the tiger.
Was that tiger you said?
Yes, the year of the ox is just coming to an end, and the year of the tiger is just about to begin.
How many zodiacs are there?
There are 12. The cycle of 12 years. There are 12 creatures, one for each year. Oh, there's many more creatures, but 12 have gained the honor of embodying each year.
Yeah, none of them will be my special year anyway, so okay, that's fine.
What is your patron creature?
Hang on.
I was just trying to work that out.
Hang on. Yeah, I had to go back and check, but no. This is the next year. We've just done the Year of the Tiger. Year of the Tiger was started on episode 36, because I remember the episode title being Year of the Tiger.
We're end of year 3, aren't we?
Yes.
True, my apologies. I got that wrong. My apologies.
The year of the hare has started. Well spotted.
Yeah, well spotted. Yes.
I remember.
I can hear the crashing of gears and the derailing of plots
Yeah.
as everybody years pass by without us all knowing it.
I remember the title of the episode being called Year of the Tiger. That was episode 36 a year ago.
The world wobbles a bit.
So what we are now, Year of the Hare.
Yeah.
No, you are still in the year of the tiger, but you are going to be entering the year of the hare. Thank you for correcting me. I'd forgotten precisely where we were on the cycles.
See, I do pay attention, boys, after all.
Well, my character's age is only 17, so neither of them are particularly auspicious for me at the moment. Shows my basic knowledge. Certainly, I was hoping to donate the rest of the food to the temple to be handed out as needed to those that need.
Yeah, they will accept your offerings and thank you on behalf of the poor, and they will distribute them to the needy when they come to the temple.
Can I leave them a cash donation?
Certainly.
Well, I wanted to talk to them about the journeys I'm on as well at the moment, where my knowledge of the Buddhas is very limited, and it's something I'm certainly intending on working on. However, I am on this great travel at the moment to see more of the world and to get more enlightened.
Make a luck roll.
Okay. That's 3d6. Oh, hello.
Oh, you are in luck. So, one of the priests is free. In fact, two of the priests are free. So, which one is it? Yeah. Okay. One of the priests is free and accepts your offerings, and is quite happy to sit down and talk over the faith with you and try and help you to find your path.
Excellent. I also was hoping that we could maybe get a blessing for said journeys for the journey of life in general, but particularly for this treacherous boat journey that we're traveling upon at the moment.
Sadly, blessings given by the priests only last until dawn. Correct, Tim?
Yeah.
So he can give you a blessing.
Should have come tomorrow before the fight. I might stay overnight. Yeah, we could stay down here tonight if you don't mind.
Get your blessing and you go gambling tonight. I'm happy. If you want,
you're definitely not on the pious Buddhist route.
If you want, if you want to stay here for the night, Baka, I don't mind. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, safe place. We've got food and safe place to stay. But yes, if in the morning I could please get blessing, I'd appreciate that towards my. And I will definitely donate. Oh, do you know what? I've got spare Goku. I kept it for this. Yeah, I'm gonna give a whole Goku.
I was gonna give him a gold as well.
Feed as many as you can.
That is well over the normal requirements. If you're donating a Koku, they will you will gain 3 on for that. And certainly they will be delighted to give you a blessing tomorrow. Now, as far as that is concerned,
sorry, I think I had my mic muted. I'm also going to give them a gold, Dave.
Okay. You too can have 3 on.
Thank you.
Let us. What are you looking for a blessing in?
I have no idea because my knowledge is so poor. So to help me along to help protect the, I'm going to approach it as to help protect me along the journey that I'm on, and leave that to their knowledge as to the better blessing to give me. As I said, my knowledge is so poor.
Blessings lose force at sunset and sunrise. So the maximum period for which a blessing may be held is about 12 hours.
Okay. I'd like to sneakily then find out one that would suit me better for the competition that I'm fighting this evening.
Okay. So, the way blessings work, it depends on the yoga that you. Hatha yoga will help your physical characteristics, and Gnana yoga will help your mental.
Sounds pretty hatha to me.
Prana yoga increases saving throws, and Karma yoga increases all your BCS scores. Ooh. While Raja yoga increases your hit points.
I think the BCS scores.
So you're asking whether you can have a Karma yoga. Do they have?
Yoga, please.
What have they got? One of the priests is free and can.
What kind of yoga is it to get?
Blessing in Karma yoga.
What kind of yoga is it for better dice rolls on Roll20? What does that
Deal
fall
with
under?
The devil, I think. Deal with the devil, I think.
Okay. It runs for 1d3 detailed turns per level of the Gakusha. So if you get a blessing, it's probably only going to be useful for 1 bout.
Sure.
As long as it's before sunset.
Oh.
Well, he's going to give it to you before you go. You're going to be travelling back to Usuki.
Not sure when the match starts. The player doesn't know when the match starts.
Make a luck roll to see whether you did actually hear when the match starts.
Isn't the match tomorrow?
No, it's today.
No,
well,
it's tomorrow.
You're staying the night at the temple.
Yeah.
Right?
So, I'm assuming this is the day that I'm getting the blessing.
Yes. So it's today. Did you make your luck roll?
1 good, 1 bad.
You did notice, but you can't remember precisely when. But you think that
Kyūryū, can you remember?
Some of sorry, of course Kyūryū was there as well.
Why are you asking me to remember, you dumb ox? You can't remember the time of your own fight. That is your fight. Why am I supposed to remember?
Make a luck
you
roll.
Haven't met me
you
yet.
need even more good luck, I'm afraid, Kyūryū, because you weren't that interested in precise time.
I don't remember it. I don't believe you said a time, David.
I didn't.
He didn't.
But He
London.
would
Oh,
have
right.
looked
No,
into
we're in
it.
trouble.
No, okay, fine. You're pretty certain some of the bouts were going to be before sunset, but you're not sure whether it was the group that you've entered under.
Well,
Probably won't be.
Well-
So if you think about it, the undercards first, so you'll be the undercard, whereas the title fight is last, isn't it? So like the named fights and the title fights, they'll all be last. You'll be in the undercard. You'll be earlier.
I'll certainly.
Am I
do
right?
you know what?
That's-
At the
that's
end of
how
the day,
fighting
I'm happy
works.
for any blessing that I get from the Buddhas. I'm not going to quibble whether it's useful or not. I just appreciate the Buddhas looking upon me if possible.
Exactly. You got a blessing. Don't quibble over. Oh, could you do it like 1 hour
Exactly.
from now? You look a
Exactly.
dick if you do that.
Let us see whether the Buddha has decided to bless you. The blessing is successfully summoned and placed on you, and you have +7 on your BCS for 3d3 rounds.
Oh, +7 on his BCS. Wow,
3d3 rounds.
that's cheating. You're cheating. I'm reporting you to the authorities
I'm
of the
sorry.
Sumo.
I'm sorry. I'm
for
sorry.
cheating.
Cheating, yes. If you think he's the only one who's doing it,
And
you may of course
That's-
find that the
That's better than
the-
performance enhancing drugs. That is.
Oh, I've
Crack-
taken them both.
We need-
I know the performance enhancing drugs are better.
We need to crack down on. We need to crack down on this. Like, this is not fair.
Have we got any of the marching powder on us?
Oh, I see. You took the words right out of my mouth there. Like,
The important
no.
fights, of course, have people checking to make sure magic is not being used and drugs are not being used.
Anyway, I'm sure the Buddhas would be upset if I use that. I think that's actually part of the anathema, isn't it?
Well, no, you
Yes.
are making your way through your life. If you choose to make your path to enlightenment even harder, well, that is your choice. You will just kind of have to come back and try again next time, won't you?
Certainly.
As far as the Buddhas are concerned, you are following your path. Priest might not be too happy at finding that you just wanted a blessing so you could go and fight people with it, but
Honestly, before I came down here as a player, I was hoping for something that would be more bless my journey kind of thing. But seeing as that's not an option, I'll go for category B.
no, longer duration blessings are exclusively the province of the Kamian Buddhas directly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you head back up towards Usuki.
I'm going to be early to this thing.
so this is the
What are you
29th
doing?
now, yeah.
The 29th, yep. Let me just make a note.
Baka is blessed. I'm also making a note. Cheat. You cheat. Pray to the steroid gods.
3 cockers.
Oh.
Sorry, one cocker. It's a bit over the top. Okie doke.
I know that Buddhism involves being pious, so that's why I was trying to be flashy.
Earning lots of money so you can give lots of money just increases your attachment to the world. Anyway, you should have gone to the Timeless Temple. You know, pride in your skill. You wouldn't enter competitions like this, would you? Going back in Usuki. Kosa, are you sitting down and cleaning the scroll off and checking it out?
Yeah.
Do anything else today?
Not. No, not unless anything interesting happens about me. Somebody says I'm doing something interesting, I might.
Nope. Harumi, are you doing anything today?
Probably just looking through that library more.
Okie doke. Well, as far as the library is concerned, you could sit there for years just learning. I mean, you've never seen anything like this library in any of the schools you've been in. Yanagi has to kind of tear you away to go and get something to eat. Just browsing through there and seeing books you've never heard of, or books you have heard of but you thought were legendary.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not a Yakuza, so they will stay where they belong.
I love how you thought about it, though.
Thought about it, but it's not a good idea.
I'm not standing on anyone's toes by nicking anything in this town.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, keep your hands to
Kinzo,
yourself over here.
You
yes.
make your way to the Great Wind Shrine.
Yeah, at the appointed time.
And one of the priests is waiting to speak to you.
Good day, Bonds.
Good day, young sir. And how may we help you today?
Recently during my travels, I was drawn to an item in a bandit camp. And it is this, and I shall show him the wind chime.
Let me just check and see who it is that you're showing it to. Just move that to here. And it's the Great Wind Shrine. And oh, they're not very busy this week, actually. Looking at it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Please roll a d10. And you would love to get a 9. Okie doke. You have acquired a priest. So he's the one talking to you. He has a look at it, and so well, he says it is well, it appears to be work of art. It's most unusual. The chimes are most unusual. Rarely are the guardian creatures carved into those. May I check the spiritual element? He's basically
Please
asking,
do.
can he? Okay. He will do a magic analysis, etc., etc. And
hold on a minute, Dave. In that case, you'll probably notice that I'm under a blessing.
Well, no, he's casting it on the wind chimes, so he's focusing on that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because he has to kind of focus on what he wants to check and see which things are.
Okie dokie. Well, I thought I'd mention it just in case.
Yes. So. My apologies. The way they do it, he will have to go into a trance using his Hatha Yoga. So, he will make a d20 roll. And then make another d20 roll. How's his Hatha Yoga? Quite good. Yep, that made that, and that made that. Okay, he will emerge from the trance, and he will comment that you are lucky to have such a powerful blessing on you. And the item itself appears blessed with magic, but it appears to be that of a kami. It is not a mortal ability, and this is definitely an item created by or for a kami, most likely for a kami, and it has then blessed it. But there's something rings a bell. He seems to remember reading something about this. He can't bring it to mind. Didn't get enough effect numbers. He will need to go and have a look in the library for you and investigate to see if he can jog his memory as to where he stood. He is free tomorrow as well, so he will go and have a look this afternoon. If you wish to come and help, he would be grateful. He's happy to spend the day because this is obviously a powerful item. The fact that you found it in the camp. Sorry, did you tell him you found it in the camp of a bandit?
Well, I did say yes.
In that case, a bandit will obviously have stolen it from somewhere, and finding where it's from to return it would be.
See, at the time that we found it, we also found the prayer of invocation to Inari, which should have been enshrined at the Rice Shrine several ri down the road. Which is one reason why my Lord Kanawa went to chastise him, shall we say.
Well, obviously an honourable man, and you are to be commended on your lord, and he is commended on his servants.
I'll be only too happy to help you, sir.
Very good. He will say that he has visited the Rice Shrine in the past. I'd be surprised if he hadn't. And he does not remember seeing anything like this there at all.
No, see, as it's a wind chime, I rather assumed it would be dedicated to a kami of the winds. But that's just a guess on my part.
Well, he will ask one of the apprentices to make tea, and he will then inquire as to your library skill. How is your Japanese classics?
Unfortunately, sir, I have none.
But you are literate, yes?
I am literate in both hiragana and katakana, sir.
Ah, he's pleased to hear it. In that case, you will go and spend the rest of the day hunting the library. And we can subsume that to you making a BCS roll against his Japanese classics again. His current BCS is... he has a BCS of 55, so that gives him... sorry, his skill is 55, so that means that his BCS is 15. So please make a roll against a BCS of 15. 8. Coupled with the roll he got to begin with, I think I can dig it out for you. Let me just print it off. Okay. You end up in the cookery section. Let me just adjust that and print it off, and then I will post it up. Back to there. Layout. Margins narrow. File. Print. To PDF. Data. Bushido. Save. Okie doke. Let me just pull that in. So create handouts. Can I just drag a PDF in and post as a handout, or do I have to put it in a handout separate? Oliver, can you remember?
Roll20 has the option to add a PDF. If you go to add, it should say file, folder, folder. There's an option for PDF. You can add a PDF.
Okie doke.
I believe so.
Upload the PDF.
I've
Oh,
done
it's
it.
you drop the PDF onto the upload thing. Fair enough. Let's put it in that then.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Okie doke.
Now we wait while it does a virus scan on it.
Unfortunately, yes. Save changes. Virus scanning PDF. Yes, this was in the cookery book section. And it's a document called Travels with My Master, which is a classic of peasant road cookery. Not where he expected to find it, but he did remember it, and there we go. So, let's see. So if I show that to the players, show to everyone. hopefully you should
Yes.
find that you now have the excerpts from the book. Do you want me to read it out to the viewers?
Absolutely.
Very good. Okay, this is a classic of peasant road cookery. The priest will explain that the author is unknown, but it was apparently a servant travelling with a scholar who provided meals for him on the road, and it includes lots of peasant recipes, advice on where to find herbs, etc. It's the section that he's got for you started with various comments about the market in Oita. Then it continues, we left through the northern gate, making our way up the Saikai. The master had given me several things to carry and warned me we would be travelling through the hills, so I limited my supplies to simple cooking gear, 20 or 30 spices, and other items I felt would be unavailable in the villages we pass. We spent the night in Akaigawa, and the master forbade me visiting the kitchen. Various comments about previous problems when he tried to help the cooks. I was lucky enough to catch the hunters as they came into the village as we left, and was able to purchase some excellent mushrooms. There was little traffic on the Saikaido, and even less when we turned off, but I had to slip them into my pack as the master announced he was visiting an old friend in Tsurui. We would have to suffer another's cooking again. Dinner was passable, but breakfast was a disappointment. Still, we carried some dried fish with us for lunch, and I was able to persuade the master to stop for sufficient time to serve him a reasonable meal. We crossed the river and stopped for the night in a group of pines on the edge of the hills, early enough that I was able to use the mushrooms I had cleaned the previous day in an evening meal. It was raining as we travelled up the road beside the river. Although I saw some promising plants in the water, the master set such a pace that I was unable to pick any. We were both soaked to the skin when we reached Yomagita on Kagami Lake. There are various pages then about the culinary limitations of Yomagita. It continues, the master took us south of the lake, and I was able to pick various cresses as we travelled. There then followed 2 pages of advice on the choicest varieties, etc. We reached Nishimera at midday, and the master fell talking with the headman. While he was distracted, discussions then on his attempts to purchase what he calls decent ingredients. I was prepared for the following day's journey, travelling up the river. There were a few wild plants I deemed suitable to eat, another 2 pages on the choices available, but 2 nights of camping by the river allowed me to demonstrate what could be cooked. Sorry, I didn't complete that sentence. We turned north and travelled a day up a wooded valley, eventually passing up to a wooded rise near nightfall. We camped, and the master warned me to stay close to the fire. At dawn it had died, so I decided to search for freshly opened wildflowers as a garnish, but was surprised to hear chimes in the grove as I headed downhill. I went back to wake the master to show him what I had found. Despite chastising me for going off, he was excited and pleased when we found a curious wind chime hanging from a tree. Exquisitely carved creatures I had never seen depended on silk and struck the chime when disturbed. The master told me they were the legendary guardians of me, and he thought they were probably there to frighten away evil spirits. He then explained that this was the border of the Valley of 1,000 Nights, home to a kami of protection. She protects the island of Kyūryū from the worst effects of the Oni of winter, and he was going to visit her shrine. Further writing covers what happened while he was away, foraging, etc., and there is nothing else of interest. So that's what you've been able to find in the library about the wind chime. And it sounds like the wind chime that you've got, i.e. it's the guardian animals. And it does carry a blessing from a kami on it. Now, this book doesn't give much information about the Valley of 1,000 Autumns at all, but you have heard of it. It is one of the places of legend on the island, that everybody's heard of it. It's a place where winter never comes to pass. The leaves of autumn fall onto the leaves of the previous autumns that have survived through the spring and summer, but snow never falls in the valley, and spring comes after autumn. and the priest will tell you that it is believed that a kami of protection does indeed live in them, and that it protects, the Oni of winter would love to cover the lands of mankind in snow and ice throughout the year, if possible, or at least extend the duration of this. But it's believed that the kami in the Valley of the Thousand holds them off. Now, if this chime comes from that valley, how did it get here? Well, obviously it should be there, but it's worrying that it's not.
Indeed. It needs returning to the valley, wherever that is.
Well, as far as where it is concerned, nobody knew. But finding this in the cookbook, I mean, it's not. He explains that this is a classic of cookery. It's not a classic of the kami, etc. He just happened to remember reading it and not thinking anything of it. But this does seem to give a route to the Valley of 1,000 Autumns.
Yes,
if
it
you
does.
read the text, start in Oita. Well, Oita is just over the river in Bungo province. Hang on a second. Is it actually shown on the map? Yes, Oita is there. Okay. And the Saikaido leaves north out of Oita. And this document talks about travelling up the Saikaido to Akagawa, which he knows is the first village on the Saikaido after Oita. But then turning off and travelling up to Surui, which he's not familiar with. But later on, they talk about Kagami Lake. Kagami Lake is a well-known lake in the hills to the west of Bungo. So he would guess that there's a side road off the Saikaido that goes through the villages of Surui and goes to Yomogita on the lake. They then travelled around the south edge of the lake to Nishimaya, wherever that is, and then they travelled 2 days upriver and then turned north up a valley for a day. So it sounds like the valley is about 3 days from Nishimaya. So he thinks you have directions to the valley.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Bond. I shall talk to my comrades, and when we finish the job we're on, hopefully we'll be able to take this back to the Valley of 1,000 Autumns and restore the balance of nature.
I was listening in very intently, Tim. It sounds like a very noble next mission. Very something good to do. I think that'd be a nice palate cleanser for us, in fact. I think we need it.
Yes.
Well, he's delighted to hear that you are proposing to do this, and he is willing to offer assistance from the temple. Please, do you have a Gokusho?
We do not currently have any Gokusho with us now.
Ah, well, I could not then give you a scroll of protection or anything like that. But we do have access to potions which are beneficial if you should be wounded.
Potions of that variety would be well accepted. We do get injured in our journeys.
Very good. In which case, if you would return to the temple before you go, he will make sure that, sorry, to the shrine before you go, he will make sure that you have that there is some work ready for you.
Thank you.
Pardon me.
In which case, Dave, I shall return the following day and pick up the supplies before we leave on the 1st.
Very good. How many have you been able to get?
That sounds like a good next mission, Tim. I like that.
Okie doke. So you have 4 potions which will heal a D10, 3 potions which will heal 2 D10, and 1 potion which will heal 3 D10. Please make a note on your sheet.
I have done that.
Now,
Yeah.
was he able to?
How much did they cost you, Tim?
No. Okay. He hopes that will be of help in your journey.
I shall bow and politely thank him and wander back to my friends.
Very good.
How much did all those potions cost you, Tim?
What, the potions?
Yeah.
They haven't cost me anything.
Oh, wow.
No, he's on a mission to assist the Kami, which, from the point of view of the Wind Temple, is a noble deed.
Very much so, yeah, that's cool.
Very good. Let me just update the diary with what you've been doing.
So what is it you're looking for a location for the wind chimes to go to? A temple or something?
No, as a player, as I understand it, this wind chimes is dedicated to a Kami of protection who protects an area of land from malign spirits.
And we want to get it back there, right, got you.
Basically,
Well,
it needs to go
this Kami protects the whole of Kyūryū from the worst effects of winter.
Kyūryū, is that a province, an island?
No, it's the island
we're on.
The whole island that we're on.
Yep. It has a much greater influence in the valley, such that winter cannot come to the valley, which is why it's the Valley of 1,000 Autumns. But the Kami's influence extends over the whole island and mitigates the effects of winter, which otherwise the evil Kami, the Oni and such like, the Araburu Kami, would try to make winter much harsher and last longer and bury humankind in snow and ice. So it's powerful Kami. This chime, according to the writing that you have, was in the trees on the edge of the valley, and was therefore presumably providing protection to the valley to stop evil creatures, evil spirits, whatever, entering. And if it's not there, that protection isn't there. Okay. Any further explanations will be provided.
Right, when we're all together, okay, I shall explain about the chime that I found and what I found out about it, and that I intend replacing it in the valley that it's supposed to be in once we finish this current job, and everybody who wants to is welcome to come with me.
Unfortunately, Baka isn't there. Baka is kind of has
I shall wait until everybody's available before I say that. That way I won't have to say it twice. Okay.
Yep.
That sounds like a noble mission, so
It
I'll
does.
help you out on that.
And Baka then presents himself for the contest. Very good. You hand in your silver, and there are a number of other locals who are interested in proving their strength and ability. You take a look at them and you make a sumai roll, please. Average of your sumai and wit.
I love that combination roll, Dave. That's spicy.
Well, he's trying to judge what he's up against.
Yeah, 100%. I get it. Like it.
So my wit is currently a 6, and my sumai is currently a 17.
You've just missed it, mate.
That's 23, so that means that your average is 11. So, did you make a roll of 11?
No, I failed by 1.
Yeah. Everybody is keeping their skills to themselves. Some of them look like they've deliberately dressed as kind of peasants from the out of town. Still got straw in their hair, sort of thing.
Can I keep an eye open?
In your opinion, it's overdone.
Can I keep an ear open for Yakuza dialect being mentioned and see if I can?
Ah, true. Yes. In that case, wit and Yakuza.
Even worse.
No, I'll go with you to your fight. I'm your manager, remember?
Yeah. No, I'm too busy focusing on the fights.
Are you taking Kyūryū along?
I hope he's going to come along and cheer me along.
Yeah, I'm his manager. Every good fighter has a manager.
What's your cut?
100% if he wins.
I'll tell you what, if I beat the people I'm thinking about beating, I might fight you for it. No,
You don't have to give me a cut, Baka. I'm joking. You do not have to give me a cut, mate. I'm coming for support
you're gonna put
only.
a couple of silver on for me.
I'll maybe put
my money.
I'll maybe put a wee bet on you. You can't bet on yourself. That's against the rules of gambling. I'm pretty sure. But I'll put a wee wager on you. I don't mind sticking a wee silver on you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You hold on to these 2 silver, and
then I'll
if you
place
happen
them
to put
for
them on
you.
a bet
Yeah,
for me.
right. Okay, Baka, no problem, mate. I'll do that. I'll maybe stick on a wee 5 silver, and 2 of them could be yours.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You better win.
Hopefully I've just got 2 bad dice rolls.
I'm sure Roll20's got plenty more up its sleeve for you, mate.
Yeah.
Right, so please give me 3 BCS rolls.
Right, hang on. Before he fights, we need to decide how much we're betting.
Hang on a second. Your first opponent. Let's see. How lucky are you? I'm just going to hide a couple of rolls, okay?
Okay, well, are we betting on your first fight or what, Baka? What are we doing?
Well, betting on each fight, really.
Anybody else attending this fight, by the way?
I'll stick a silver down on this one then.
I'll watch. I'll go and watch.
Let's see if we can.
Okay.
Let's see if we can double up on the first one, mate.
All right,
and then
I'll stick 3 silver down on this one then.
Yeah.
Do the rest of us know about it?
Oh, Baka's made no secret of this.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
I should go and watch him make a fool of himself.
Okay. In that case,
I think I might find someone you can put some money with.
Yeah, maybe
At least it keeps it in the party.
maybe I avoid the bookie and just go a straight bet against you, Tim.
can everyone who's there
I bet you
apart
should-
from Baka please make a wit saving throw?
3 silver he wins, Tim. Everybody make a save apart from Baka. Is that me then, aye?
Everybody make a wit saving throw apart from Baka.
Easy peasy, watch this. No, that's not a save for me.
Was that 3 silver that he loses?
No, I bet 3 silver that he wins against your silver, 3 silver that he loses.
Fair enough.
Wins
I'll take
what? One fight or all the fights?
On his first fight. This is just on his first fight, Dave. We're just getting warmed up, mate.
So
This is
Kinzo,
just the first
Kosa,
fight.
and Kyūryū. Is Harumi going to watch, or is it too much for her gentle disposition?
Shite.
She's going to be back wherever they're staying, just...
Stealing books.
No, she's not stealing books.
She's just remembering what it felt like to have so much knowledge.
Just don't get caught, Harumi. That's all I care about. Do whatever you want, just don't get caught.
So, did you make a wit saving throw, Kosa?
No, failed.
Okay, fine. Righty-ho, so...
Are you coming to the fight, Kosa, yeah?
Baka, are you going to invoke your blessing for the first fight?
What time of day is it?
How long before sunset?
I told you, you'd be on the undercard.
It's actually 2 hours before sunset.
Based upon prior knowledge, would I know roughly how many boats I'm likely to get before dark? How many people are on the card?
There's about 20 of you.
So that's 10 fights in the first round.
So 10 fights in the first round. Yep.
Yeah, in that case, time-wise, I think then I'll use up the first one.
Okay. Righty-ho. In that case, please make 3 BCS rolls and tell me what your total effect number is.
Oh, Baka.
Wow.
Real mixed
one of those is amazing.
One's really good.
So 17 plus 7 is 24. So I've done the first one by 6, the second one by 13, and the third one by 20.
39. Right. You're up against a local yokel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bit of a waste, but there you go.
Who's
No, it's
using
not.
brawling?
It's not. We've just won. We've just won money off Kinzo. That's not a waste. Taking some of Misery Guts' coin.
You power through that one with ease, and the aficionados are impressed with your abilities. Okay, the second round.
I pay you 3 silver, Kyūryū.
Thank you. Would you like to double or quits?
No, he's paid you.
No, thank you.
Okay, next round. 3 rolls, please. Back up.
Wait. Oh, what did you bet on him?
Oh. Yeah, I'm assuming that Kyūryū's putting some cash on me.
Yeah. I would like to have some cash on this one as well, Dave, if you don't mind.
With who?
With anyone.
Whoever's the gambler.
Whoever's gambling with me.
Yep. You can get odds of after he demolished that first person, you can only get odds of 1 to 3.
Still,
I'm about to demolish the second guy as well, by the looks of it.
Well, to make your maths easier, instead of putting 5 down, I'll put 6 down. 6 silver.
Okay, you put 6 silver down, and this guy. No. You wipe the floor with him on the first one and the second one, and he never recovers. So you win your second bout.
So is that 9 I
A
get
lot of
back?
good dice rolls gone.
So I mean I get 9 back. I'm not a gambler, Dave, in real life. I think it is, isn't
Okay.
it?
No, you get 8.
1 to 3, I get 8 back.
So you make 2. So effectively, you've got 2 more than you started with.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. 1 to 4 on him now.
Okay, I will put 5 silver on him.
Yeah, just keep it about that. We've made a bit of profit. So even if we lose now, we've made a bit of profit.
Next. There's 5 of you fighting. So basically, how are we going to do this one? This will be, you will each fight. So there's basically going to be.
Oh, no, there'll be 5 in the second round.
You'll each fight. Sorry, there were 20
You
to
said
start
10 fighters?
with. There were
Oh,
20
right, yeah.
to start with, and you're now down to 5 people. So each of you will fight twice. Okay.
Okay.
So
Dave, to make your maths easier, instead of putting 5 on, I want a 4. I'll put 4 on, right? Make your life
That's
easier,
fine.
okay?
So your first fight in this round. Please roll your dice.
That was my first. So
Okay.
17 times 3.
Dice. Oh, for crying out
Two.
loud!
So I get 5 back on that, do I?
It's close, but you get 5 back on that. Yes. You get the 4 that you bet plus 1 more.
Okay, what's his odds on this next round?
So I'm in the winners bracket.
Right. So you. Let me just check the other ones and see how they did. That was a loss.
Getting nervous. I'm due some bad rolls.
Okay.
Yep. You know, walk onto somebody's fist.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So 4 of you fought the first time. Now you get to attack. You get to fight another one. So please make your 3 rolls.
Wait. What's his odds?
Oh, sorry, it's 1 to 5 this time.
I'll put 5 down then.
Okay.
Oh, that's only 1. Hold on.
Another 2.
Ooh. So that's 1 crit fail and 2
No.
pass by 6.
No. In this case, it's just minus that effect number.
Oh, minus 3.
Crits and fumbles aren't counted. It's just pure effect numbers. So
Oh, in
what's
that
your
case, it's
total
not
effect
terrible.
numbers?
12. 9.
9. Okay. And the 3 for the
Hold
other
on,
guy.
wait a second. Might be getting close.
Well, what was your total effect numbers?
9.
This guy beats you. He got 18.
So 1 win, 1 loss.
Sorry, 16. My apologies. So you got 1 win, 1 loss. Okay, so you are in the 4 that go through, and you lose that 5 you bet.
Yep, so I'm down to 3. I've got an original 3 left.
Okay. So there are 4. So the 4 will now be 2 fights of 2, and you will not be fighting either of the 2 guys you just fought. So you're going up against someone new.
Yeah.
What's his odds?
Okay. So, are you going to make a bet on him?
Yes. What are
The odds have improved to 1 to 4.
Oh well, I've got a shitty number. I've got 3.
Ah.
Maybe I'll just take 1 out of my purse and put it in. So I'll put 4 in.
Okay. Please make your roll.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh!
Yes, Baka-san.
Oh!
Yes, you wipe the floor with him. You get your 4 plus 1 back, and Baka is into the final.
I at least get 2nd place. I'm happy with this. Very happy with this.
Okay. And you are up against the guy who's already beaten you once.
What's his odds
Grudge
in the
match.
final?
Okie doke. And betting on the final, it's evens. Well, sorry, no, it's 2 to 3 on both of them.
I'll stick the 5 in. Wait, 2 to 3. I'll take another one out. My person put 6 in.
Okay.
Hang on, because I'll need to do some changing with somebody because I don't actually have any silver.
Yeah, I've got coppers worth enough coppers to cover it. Oh, let me stick it in.
Right, chuck 14
Hold
copper
on.
in
It's 10 copper per
It's 30
silver, isn't
copper.
it?
It's 30
No,
copper
30
per
copper.
silver.
30 copper. Yeah, I'll stick another silver's worth.
Stick
in.
30 copper in, so we've got 6 in this.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Which means we should get back 8. No,
Yep.
10.
Yeah, 10. If you win it.
Okay.
It's just
Make your rolls. I tell you what, I'll make my rolls first. And that is 9 plus 15.
Oh my god.
24, 32.
Oh, wait a minute, you've done. Oh no, that was from the previous. Okay.
No pressure.
Well, he's a BCS of 18, so that's 9 plus 15 is 24, plus 8 is 32.
That's some good numbers.
What are
Come on,
your
Buddhas,
numbers
please
gonna
don't
be
let me down.
like? More 1s and 2s, maybe.
Oh, come on, Baka!
Whoa!
Baka! Baka!
Baka 1?
Huh?
What's your BCS?
17.
That's 12
So
plus 12.
17s are
It's 24 plus 16 is
51.
40.
Less 11 is 40. You beat him by 8. Baka wins.
Yes!
And you get 10 silver as the prize.
Thank you very
plus
much. And
a
I'll.
flask of sake.
Oh.
Here's 2 silver to you for supporting me through this, Kyūryū.
Well, we get 5 each, mate. There's no need to give me any. We get 5 each.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
you
was
should get
my
some
money
more
we
for that.
bet and yours, mate. It was both like.
Oh no, this
As
is on.
as far as
it's not-
winning that is concerned, you have excelled in that competition. You won. Let's see. So that
Was that my manager's
Oh, that was the
feedback?
betting, not the prize money.
4,
Sorry, that.
5, 6.
Was that you give me
won
another 2 on top of my 5, Baka?
5 and lost 1, so that's 4 on for winning, plus another 1 for winning, so that's 5 on.
Nice.
Very nice.
No, Baka, there's no need to give me any money. We've got 5 each. From our 4 starting, I put in 2 and you put in 2, we got 10 back. You get 5.
Yeah.
We get 5 each.
Yeah. No, I thought that was the winnings for the fight, not the bets.
No, that was our betting money. We made a profit of 3 silver each.
Mentions goes to 49.7.
But not bad there for first time gambling.
So,
We shall
I'll tell you
politely
what.
applaud the wins.
the Buddha's definitely smiled upon me.
Okay. Are you going to stay and drink the night away, or return to the? You are feeling a little bit battered
I
and
think we should
bruised.
stay and have a sake.
Should certainly celebrate his victory, boys. Definitely.
I would like to keep this prize winning one for a special occasion, but so I will happily splash out for some sake for the boys.
Okay.
But I'm keeping the special bottle, the winning bottle.
Well, it's
I
half
think,
a silver per sake you want.
Sorry, did you? So you said I got the bottle of sake. Did I get any prize money? Did you say?
Yes, 10 silver. But
All right, so
Kyūryū
the
said he
10
got 5 of those as your manager. Is that right, Kyūryū?
Sorry?
You said
Wait,
you got
no,
5
no,
of
there's
that
been some
10
confusion.
silver as his manager. Is that right?
No, me and him put in two silver each. We put in 4 and we got 10 back. So we both put in 2 and got 5 back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I didn't make any money from him.
Baka
Right, there's
got an
confusion, 'cause
additional 10 silver as the prize money for winning the
Oh,
and
no,
that's why I gave you 2.
You've got that on
That's
top.
why I gave you 2 silver for that.
Ah, right, okay, so you're giving me another 2 silver, right, okay.
So we get. I got 15 silver in
Yep.
total for the prize money and the bet. of which I gave you 2, so I get
Yeah.
13.
And I get
You
7.
got 5, which makes you up to 7.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
nice one. I'll take that. That's for the manager's cut. That's pretty sweet.
I got confused. 13.
So you had 13 silver, I had 7.
Oh yes, that's
Very
just
nice.
13.
I did well there.
Okay.
I'm also going to splash out on some sake for the boys that are here tonight.
Okie doke. Knock a silver off for each flask of sake you buy.
I'll buy a
There's
flask of sake
drinks
as
in each
well.
flask.
Oh, there's 2 in each flask, right? I'll buy 2 flasks.
You are also, Baka,
Yep.
you have the choice of about 4 cups of sake that other people are offering to buy for
Be careful.
person.
Yeah. By the time I've had my 4 sakes, I might have forgotten to buy sake myself.
I'll throw in 2 silver to the sake fund. We'll have a night of it. You won the tournament, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick in a couple of silver. And buy 2 flasks.
That went remarkably well.
I'm proud of you, mate.
Sorry, D20, for doubting you.
So how much sake are you drinking?
How many glasses was I bought?
Well, there's the flask that you were given.
That's not getting drunk.
That's not getting drunk. Fair enough. But other people are willing to buy you 4 cups.
And his boss and managers bought 2 flasks for whoever's drinking as well.
So it sounds like I'm having 5, and then you guys are sharing the... Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Sure. Sounds good. As long as you get the lion's share, I'm happy with that.
Right.
I'll save, here we go.
We'll carry you home. We're strong. We're strong guys. So don't worry about it, mate. You won a tournament. Let your hair down.
So, you're drinking 5 cups of sake. Please make a luck roll.
I'm having 2 just for the strength to carry them.
This is to see how whether the 5th one affects you or not.
It's to see if somebody's poisoned them.
Make a luck roll, please, Baka. Baka? You there?
Graham?
Graham?
We've lost Graham. I'll roll it for him.
Okay, make a luck roll for him.
I love fucking other people's lives up. Watch this. Oh, yes!
Oh, dear. Yes, the other one did affect him. Ah!
Oh, he's rolled.
That's a shame.
But he got a 1 as well.
No, he rolled 3d20, not a luck roll.
Oh, so he did. That was his roll from the fight, wasn't it? Fuck me, that's
Yeah,
a good
it was,
roll.
Yeah. Well, he's dropped out, so he might have heard us, but...
Oh, he's back.
Did you lose us, Baka?
Yeah, completely.
In that case, could you please make a luck roll?
Oh, you're not making my one that I did for him stick. You're too kind.
No, because it wasn't his fault. Discord was playing up.
Watch him get 2 1s.
Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
Ah, you are lucky. The 3rd cup didn't affect you. Okay, so effectively you've drunk 2 full flasks of sake, each of which is a level 1 narcotic poison. Please make 2 saving throws against your health.
1.
Oh, Baka.
No bother. Didn't
Easy.
even touch the sides.
Easy days, mate.
Yeah, you don't even notice the effects of those 5 cups. The adrenaline just washes the sake out of your system.
What a performance today, Baka, my boy. What a
fully
performance.
compos mentis as you make your way back to the barracks, singing the joys of beating other people up. When you are back at the barracks, Kinzo calls the you lot over to one corner and has a quiet word with you, explaining what he's been doing this afternoon. Do you wish to go into any more detail, Kinzo, or just Tim, or just assume that what you said earlier is okay?
Tim's dropped out. We've lost Tim.
Oh dear.
Discord just gone mental.
Is Discord having a bad one, is it?
It was causing me problems earlier. Every
Right.
down, but it's okay now. Everybody else must be having problems with it.
Showing us Tim is offline.
Possibly he's having to reboot his computer.
Possibly.
Who knows?
I went into that match with 2 silver. I've come out well up on that. That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
same mate. I put 2 down, I think, originally.
Well, you were a dark horse. They didn't know about you, so they weren't sure what odds to put on you.
I'm proud of you, mate.
From out of
Tim.
town.
Oh, Tim's back.
Can you hear us now, Tim?
Yes, I can. My machine fell over.
Ah, right, fine. Okay, well, the lot of you go back to the barracks. Do you wish Tim will then? Kinzo will then call you all over into a corner and have a quiet word with you about what he was doing this afternoon. Is there anything more you want to add to what you told them earlier, Tim?
No, they know as much as I do now.
Sounds like a righteous quest. Is that you take?
Well, basically, Kinzo says that we'll finish the job for Lord Kanawa, and then once we're free, we'll go and do this, which hopefully won't be in the middle of winter.
Well, it is nearly midwinter, yes.
Is this Owen somewhere near here?
Near where?
Where we are now?
It's over the border in Bungo.
Not that far from here. Right, okay.
The trail starts in the town of Oita, which is, what, 10 ri from where we are?
It's just close to here. That's close to here.
Oita is
I'm
there.
just thinking, when we come back, we don't really want to go all the way back to Nobioka, do we?
Yeah.
I'll ship here.
To then come back up here.
Possible. Yeah.
Well, it really depends on whether Lord Kanawa will let us go.
Yeah.
But we'll worry about that when it arrives, as it were.
Yeah.
Very good.
I mean, I don't mind if we have to go all the way back and then all the way back again. More travel is more play, but yeah, if we can cut it short, even better.
Okay, there are 2 more days before Lord Kanawa said he would be needing you again. So, what do you wish to do the next couple of days? Just stay and talk, go and try and get some more information about the valley. What?
No, I'm just going to spend the next couple of days. Tomorrow exercising, and then of course celebrating the New Year's Day when it comes.
Exactly.
Is it 30th today? Yeah.
No. Today is
Still
the
the
29th.
29th.
Tomorrow is the 30th.
Sounds good.
Okay. And so the Buddhist festival today.
I'd like to attend that.
Go along to the Buddhist temples and join in the festivities.
Yeah.
Those of you who have debts need to pay them off or pay interest. Those of you who have investments, your interest will be paid today.
Hoping one chew will hold on to it till we get back.
You don't think he's one of those merchants who says, well, if you don't collect it, then it's gone.
Well, no, because we've left money with him, so
exactly.
add it to the account.
Yeah, so is it today that our interest accrues, the last day of the year?
Pardon?
Is it the last day of the year that our interest accrues, is it?
The last day of the year is when debts are settled or rolled over, and interest is paid. I mean, other periods can be set, it has to be, you have to pay this debt off by such a date. But traditionally, the end of the year, everything is settled.
Yeah.
So that everybody starts the new year on a fresh note, clean slate, everything else. And of course, the harvest has been in, and the book have sold the grain to various people to bring in the money to pay off their debts, so they can then borrow more for the next year. Isn't that the way it goes, Tim?
Yes, it does. Either that, or they kill the guy they lent the money to. So one or the other.
That lent them the money, yeah. Okie doke. So the following day is spent in Buddhist celebration. Everybody lets off fireworks to chase away the bad omens for the next year, and hangs up lanterns to light the new year in, and a good time is had by all. And the following morning, you are notified by the sergeant that Lord Kanawa has confirmed to him that you will be leaving tomorrow. So, if you wish to go and purchase anything or do anything in town before you
No.
leave?
I should just celebrate getting a year older.
Okay. Harumi, you were
Yeah.
talking about Torimono. Were you thinking of going and having a look for some?
Do we update our age on our character sheet somewhere?
Yes. Down on the left-hand side, you should find
C46
in or 54.
C54.
Depends on how many. For Kinzo, it's C54 because he's got so many fine arts.
Age, there it is, 46 for me. So I'm 21 now.
When do you become an adult?
You are
Just
an
turned
adult
18.
already.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, is
I
it
think
still the
16
30th?
is adult, isn't it, Tim?
Is it the 30th today and it's the 1st tomorrow, yeah?
Correct, yes.
And
Sorry,
what's-
what was that, Dave?
16 is adult.
16 is adult, yes.
In the culture, yes.
Because if you remember, when you're generating your character, it's 15 plus a d6.
Mhm.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, so you
This is
rested
Year of the
and
Rabbit.
involved in the celebration. Then, first of Shimotsuki, you do the same thing again. Is Harumi going to have a look for Torimono or not?
It's Year of the
Yes,
Hare.
Year of the
Year
Hare.
of the Hare.
Year of the Hare.
I don't think they have rabbits as such.
So what was the year before the tiger?
I think it was the
Ox.
ox, wasn't it?
Ox. And what's the one before ox?
Rat.
We started in the rat. We've done
Correct.
the whole of the ox, the whole of the tiger, and now we're into the hare.
Yeah, we're just starting year 4.
Yep.
The Chinese
Cheers.
have rabbit, but the
Jinx
Japanese
virtual
don't.
glass with everybody. Cheers to the new year.
What was that, Nick?
I think the Chinese have rabbit, I think, but the Japanese don't.
Yes. Well, the Chinese have 4 elements as well. So 5 elements. So their astrological section is 60 years long, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, it's very similar. Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig.
It's almost the same.
Chinese.
I know I'm Year of the Horse. In the Chinese one, anyway.
I think I'm a dog.
I'm a snake.
Yeah, I'm a dog.
You're a
I
dog
think
with
I'm
me,
actually
Brian.
called a snake.
Yes, I'm a monkey. Think what you will.
Does that mean you're a whole 12 years older than me, Brian? You old man.
Yes, I am.
You can't be 24 years older than me. It must be 12. They've got 12 in the Chinese zodiac, don't they?
Yeah.
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 I just call some of the animals different
Yeah.
things. So.
No, year of the rat. Every 4th year is year of the cat.
Pig rather
Of
than
the-
boar. Rooster rather than cock. Rabbit rather than hare.
Same things, though, eh?
Yeah.
Right, let me
Sometimes
just...
they call it sheep rather than goat.
I was born in the year of the legend.
So, just update my wind chart. What your ship's going to be suffering through.
Did we start in summer of year 1? So we've done like a half a year plus 3 years.
No,
No.
you started at the beginning. Sorry, at the. Hang on, let me look it up and tell you.
Trying to work out if we've played 3 full years.
Yeah.
This is my first anniversary, so
Is it? No.
joining the party. Yeah,
No,
I
this
literally joined you at New Year last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, happy 1-year anniversary with the group, Baka.
Thank you very much.
Here's to many more.
Bit touch and go. I'd make it this far.
We've come
Yeah,
a
I was
long way.
born in the-
We've come a long way. I'm
I was
leader
born
these
apparently
days.
in the year of the metal rat.
So and certainly in the Chinese zodiac, the material or the element is different every day. So you go for the animal is the year, and because I know I'm like Earth Horse, and my mate that's 2 days after me is Fire Horse. So
okay,
it
so
depends
different
on
days of the different
depends on the
elements.
date.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's Chinese. We're not playing Chinese game, we're playing
Oh, I know.
Nipponese. -5 experience points for you.
So that they switch.
That'll put me back down to level 1.
Yeah.
Oh, not quite, but close.
Year 4's pretty cool. This is like the longest campaign I've ever done in terms of how many years it's ran game-wise. That's cool. For numbers of sessions, it's the second longest ever. I know, because I know which one is longer. Dave's in it.
Well, my fantasy campaign that I started in 2020 is still going in 2025, so that's 5 years real time.
We've done 68
I'd have to go
sessions.
back and check the diary for how long it is game time.
We've done 68 sessions in my D&D campaign, Dave, and you started in 10. So you've done 58 of that with me, and we're on our 57th of this.
So one Reddit user apparently had a impressive 26-year game of Bushido.
26-year game of Bushido, wow.
Yeah, I remember seeing
my.
a documentary on it once.
I'm going to have to have a look at that.
I just looked it up.
That's cool. Shout out to them.
Right. So you are leaving Usuki Harbor and trying to head.
I was looking for Torimono, but
Oh,
Oh, you were looking for a Torimono.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Sorry, I didn't hear anything. I'd asked twice and I hadn't heard anything. I must have either I lost Discord a second or I'm just totally deaf.
Brian's good at
Or it could
forgetting
be
he's on
synology
mute, to be
creeping
fair.
on, you never know.
In your defence,
So-
Dave, Brian's good at forgetting that he's on mute, and we don't have cams to see it, so I bet that
Yeah.
happened.
Okie doke. So, there were, I believe, I mean, you talking to Kosa, he can point you in the direction of 5 shops, and that he knows carry books. Whether or not they carry Torimono is, for spells, he's not sure because those are rather specialist. So, would you please roll me percentile dice 5 times? And you want them very low. This is only a Class D town. So,
I'm quite sure that 99 is going to do nothing.
well, the 99 is definitely out. So 64, 99, 36. No, none of them are low enough. There are no spell Torimono available. Apologies.
No, it's okay.
You'll have to find a mage school and get another one. You can always ask at the that fine arts school. They might have a spell Torimono that's in the basement to keep it out of wicked hands. They possibly they might want to sell it to you. Who knows?
Somebody they
Shop
could write
before we go.
somebody who knew the spell could write one.
You have to know the spell to write it. Yes, but
So somebody-
the fine arts school knows the school of magic,
Yes.
but they don't learn the spells. They just learn the theory, not the practice. So they can a school like the fine arts school can teach you School of Water or School of Earth, but they can't actually teach you any spells.
Just find yourself some.
Difference between theory and practice. So, you want to head. So the wind is from the southeast, and you want to head northeast. So that's 1, 2. Let's just go there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Effectively 5 hexes northeast. So, does anything happen on your voyage? Sadly, no.
What do you mean, sadly?
Well,
Sadly for
you'd
you,
like
maybe.
something to happen to make life interesting, wouldn't you?
Not while we're aboard ship.
No.
Anyway,
you-
some of the black of the map disappeared.
I know.
Indeed.
That's amazing. I love it. I don't know what I'm more excited about, Baka's win or that.
I know which I am. I love a bit of black missing.
Yeah, it's the best. But that was still impressive in that sumo tournament, Baka.
That was good fun.
Well proud of you.
That was good fun.
Especially as you beat the guy who'd beaten you in the earlier round.
Yeah, you got him back.
Mm.
I know. It's
You got revenge.
Engage. Very Buddhist of me.
Hey, we're on holiday, mate. It's fine. You know the rules. You know the rules. You're on holiday. It doesn't matter.
What goes on in Osaka stays in Osaka.
Yeah, mate. We're not in Osaka, but it's fine. We're in
That's
Usuki. Still, same applies.
Usuki, not Osaka.
Yeah, same applies. We're on holiday, mate.
Right, that attempt at revealing didn't work for some reason. I don't know why. I blame the roll 20. Can't possibly be that I did anything wrong.
I was trying to use the hex reveal thing. Actually, it's quite cumbersome. I'm quite impressed with the job you managed to do with it.
There we
Ooh.
So you have moved all the way along the coast.
To the edge
and
of the map.
reach that point. You're about to fall off the edge of the world. Except you know it isn't the edge of the world because there's Honshu and I can't remember the name of the third island, but
Shikoku
Shikoku, that was it. Yes.
and the island of Voyage in the inland sea.
You moor for the night, and the following day, and you have a further Unfortunately, I cut the edge of the map off. You've got another 1, 2 to go northeast, and then you turn north 1, and then you're heading northwest. So northeast,
New year, new map, baby.
and then north, and then northwest. So basically, you just managed to round the headland. Okay. And the boat moves over to there now.
Oh, we're still not on a new map. There's a wee bit more. Ah, we're back on. Oh, I'm so excited.
Absolutely nothing happens today. You're getting really.
I don't mind being bored on the
Sergeant
ship.
gives you things to do to keep you from damaging the ship or the. Yeah.
We don't mind being bored on the ship. We can have all our excitement on dry land. Hey, boys.
Right.
Indeed.
So you're heading northwest, southwest, northwest, southwest, northwest.
Just carrying a barrel of water from the front of the ship to the back of the ship, from the front of the ship to the back of the ship.
No, you're going from side to side, you're steering it for them.
No.
I want you to count the grain of sand in that barrel, please.
Unfortunately, the wind today
count the rice.
you're beating into the wind. You only managed to travel 2 hexes. It's a westerly wind, and you are effectively traveling westerly.
It's all right. The longer it takes, the more money we.
Yeah, it's alright. We're just going to see how many grains of rice we've got in the stocks.
And on the shore, you can make out large, maybe large, may not be large. I'd have to check and see what
That
it is.
temple. No, it's a shrine, isn't it?
It's a shrine.
And is this still the second?
Let me just. Sorry, you've traveled. You've 1, 2, 3. This is the 3rd day of travel.
Second of Kaminazuki, though.
No.
No, third.
Nope.
4th.
Well, eventually you'll get there.
I'm way behind.
See, this shows you how boring this sea journey is. We can't even count it.
I know, eh?
You sailed on the 2nd, and you travelled. This is the 3rd day of the journey.
I thought we left on the 1st.
Now the fourth Shimotsu.
Yeah, I thought we left on the first.
No.
Well, no travel on the 1st. There's competitions and things to do.
You were in town for 4 days. The 28th, 29th. 28th was when you did your shopping. 29th. So you did your shopping and Kinzo was purified. 29th, Kinzo found out what the information at the Wind Temple and Baka entered the contest. And then you had 2 days of resting, and you sailed on the 2nd of Shimotsuki.
Okay, cool.
So it is current. So you've just finished 4 Shimotsuki. And what size temple is it on the shore? Let me just check. Sorry, it's a shrine, and it's that shrine. It's not very big. It's only a level 2 shrine. But it's a shrine nonetheless. And the following day, where's the wind coming from? The wind shifts to the south.
So is this now the 6th?
You have a fresh breeze. So you are travelling northwest, northwest, and then north. So northwest, northwest, and then north. So
I'm so disappointed we're coming back into this map.
And then north another one. Right. You end up mooring just off a castle.
Ooh. And this is the 6th, right?
1 second, I'll tell you what day it is.
I get so lost, like.
1, 2, 3. No, this is the 4th day of the journey, which means that it's the 5th.
Okay.
And do you know what that castle is? Quite possibly. Yes, it's quite famous. That is Nippon Castle.
Ooh.
It is on the border with Bungo. And it guards the entrance to the river against pirates and bandits and everybody else who might try and cause trouble upriver.
Was this the castle where they were amassing troops when because there was trouble when we were coming past this way?
Nope. I think that was probably Hachisuka Castle.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought Bungo were...
Ah, sorry. It might have been Orino Castle on the border because they were putting troops there because they were concerned Bungo might take advantage and come across in with the trouble.
Right.
But it turned out not to be the case. Right, so... let me check and see. So, I am just going to move you to another map. One
Yes! 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 I thought it wasn't going to happen tonight. I was so, like, my heart was broken. I was like,
well, it might be a good cliffhanger to stop you on.
Oh, don't do that to me now, Dave. After saying we're getting the new map, you cannot do that to me.
You spent all that time at the beginning setting up the
No, you shut up, Ryan. Whose side are you on? Don't do that in front of all these viewers, David. Break my heart like that. Cock tease me like that.
You know you won't too.
No.
Go on, Brian. Go on, Brian. Carry on. You do it, mate.
Oh dear.
What? New map. Let's go. New year, new map.
That has quite a good ring to it, that, doesn't it?
It does work, yes.
New year, new map.
Sorry, I'm just going to reveal the areas on this map you already know about. Because you've just travelled along the coast so far. So I need to show that.
We've done some journeying in our few years playing now, like.
But while you do, it's one of the things that happens in the long-term campaign is the characters actually travel hundreds, if not thousands of miles.
And I love it.
Yeah. Well, my fantasy campaigns are mainly only limited stuff underground, so it tends to be outdoor and interfacing with people and things.
Like a
So
big,
big
overland journey campaign is a lot of fun.
Doing things underground is really quite boring because it's listen at door, kick door open, kill monster, take treasure.
Well, that's if you're in a dungeon.
Right, so let me put the party where they are and then move you all to Control V, and then move you to the map on the shores of Bungo, where hopefully you can now see more of the island, or not, as the case may be. Right, so I think you've seen all that already on the other map. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't missed anything. Good. So let me just exit. I was just checking what you could see, and that matches with what you should be able to see. Okay. So you are now. So the following day, you have a high wind from the southeast, which in theory should blow you
What we
the
want,
way you
isn't
want.
it?
Yes. You're going 1 north, 1 southwest, northwest, southwest, northwest, northwest. So, got 1 north, and then 1 southwest, and then, well, actually 2 southwest, and then 1, 2, 3 northwest, 2.5, 3.7, 5.3. Does anything? God, nothing happens today either. The pirates are on strike or something.
They can stay on strike.
They've heard the champion of Usuki's on this ship, and they're too frightened to take it.
That must be it.
Yep.
Oh, that means all his winnings are there. By lunchtime, you reach there.
Wow.
And you're still
Nice.
travelling.
That is a
Because
good.
you've got another north, northwest, north,
That is a good morning's travel. This is the 7th, right? Excuse me.
Bless you.
This is the 6th.
Sorry, what did you say? I was
You
sneezing.
sailed up to Nippon Castle on the 5th.
Yep.
And on the 6th, the weather's drastically worsened. It was gentle and light breezes before, but we're now into fresh breezes, strong breezes, etc.
Yes, this is the 6th.
And this today, it's a high wind. So you've got north, northwest, north, northwest, north. So that would take you another. Right, so that wouldn't get you all the way. That would get you up to there on the coast.
Ho, 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 ho.
Okie doke. And the captain is delighted with the travel. Effectively, you had the wind on the stern or the stern beam of the ship all the way. Ideal sailing weather, and it was a high wind as
Superb. I'll congratulate the captain on a great day's
He'll say
sailing.
prayers to the of thanks to the Kami for good weather. So. And it is starting to snow, by the way.
Ooh.
Right, so the following day... the captain knows that the coast round here is rather snaky, so might be slowed down quite a bit. Does anything happen today? What happens today? Please, can I have a luck roll from the party?
Well, who would like to do that?
I think I've used up my luck today.
Who feels lucky?
I'll do it.
Go on then, Brian. Oh,
Yes.
very nice.
Okay, you are in luck. There, you are driving under the pressure of the breeze. Well, the wind from the southwest. When there is a crack from above, and the yard carrying the sail snaps.
Oh.
You do not lose a sailor over the side, which was a possibility. And the captain effectively hauls the ship to, and the yard is lowered. And he believes that he should be able to feather it. It'll take about a day to do, and that will work in anything except anything less than up to a moderate breeze. Strong breeze or a high wind, he wouldn't trust it. But hopefully it should serve to get us to a port where we can purchase a replacement yard.
Is the yard the
Okay.
vertical beam that holds the bottom of the sail?
No. The mast goes up.
Yeah.
The yard
It's
then
the horizontal, sorry. I mean,
is the horizontal,
at
and
the
the
bottom.
sail hangs
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah. Got ya.
Okay. So. He's going to have to spend the following day fixing the yard, so you can go ashore into the village and check it out if you want.
I'll do. I will.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, why not?
If only to find out its name.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Pop a name on the map.
To get a further inland as well.
Yeah, quite right. One more hex lit up on the map, mate. Happy days. We've done a lot of lighting up on the map tonight. I'm well chuffed.
Well, having revealed all these hexes, it looks like we've actually travelled quite a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask at some point to, before the end of tonight to see the big map, because it may feel like we've gone a long way, but I remember the big map was massive.
Yeah, it's
we're
not really.
We're not even halfway yet.
It's a long way to go.
Probably a bit over a third, but certainly.
The boat's already
Okay,
fucked.
so you are in Inakadate.
In Nakadate.
which is also on the Saikaido. Now, you will remember passing the mouth of the river that is the border with Bungo here, and you know Oita is just the other side of the border. You also passed a river on the coast here. Does that bring anything to mind, Kinzo?
The river that flows through the Valley of the Thousand Autumns?
Well, if you read your cookery book, they stopped for the night in Akaigawa, but he turned off and went to Tsurui, which was up a river, because they then crossed a river to get to the other side and continue on to Yomagita. So, given that you saw a river there, that could well be the river that they were walking alongside. And that tells you roughly where the turning west is from the Saikaido. Okay?
Yeah, well, I've actually got to read the cookery excerpt properly. But we'll do that later.
Yeah. Right, so you visit the village. It's just another village on the Saikaido. There's an inn, people travelling backwards and forwards. But everybody's making sure that they've got wood and charcoal and everything battened down, ready for the snowfall, because it is falling quite heavily. Very good. You repair the yard. On a European ship, it's a yard arm because it's crossways. But a lot of Japanese ships, it's just it's pivots on the mast and holds the sail front to back rather than crossways on the ship.
Okay.
Yep.
See, I was thinking of a big crossways thing that swings around as you steer the ship.
That's a European type mast,
Yeah.
Some Japanese boats are like that, but a lot of them just have one it's a bit like a junk. It's fixed to the mast and pivots, and the sail swings across the boat behind the mast. Okie doke. So, the following day, you are ready to set off again.
Now the 8th.
And you will be travelling north on the 9th. You spent the 8th, sorry, the 7th the yard snapped. The 8th he basically unhooked the sail, hauled the yard down. The carpenter then worked on it and feathered it and wrapped it round and round in rope. Effectively, it's bound in rope. They if you think of a long piece of wood, they cut it lengthways at a very sharp angle, and both parts of the yard are cut like that. They then put them together with what wood glue they can, and then wrap wet rope around it as tightly as they can, so that when it dries, the rope shrinks and it holds the mast together.
Yeah.
So I think I picked that up from Hornblower or some other sort of one of those other books. Anyway, so heading north, I believe it's a southerly breeze today, which is not what you want. Where are we?
A southerly breeze means
no,
it's coming...
my apologies. It's a northwesterly breeze today.
Yeah, a southerly breeze is what you want. That's a breeze from the south. That's what we want.
Righty-ho. So, today's is a northwesterly, and it's a moderate breeze. He's willing to try it in a moderate breeze, but if it gets any stronger, he would want to stop. He asks Lord Tsuka what he wishes. Sorry, Lord Kanawa to what he wishes, and Lord Kanawa will have a think about it and rocks. He feels that it is important that they travel north, so he authorizes the captain to travel while the breeze is moderate. Very good. So, anything else happened today? Nope. And you have a northwesterly breeze. Your first move is you're going north, then southeast, then south. So a northerly move, followed by a southeasterly move, followed by a southerly move, and followed by another southerly move. And that's 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then southeasterly. I think he's got enough movement to get that. Southeasterly. Yes, you have. Okay, because it's a moderate breeze, please make a luck roll. You don't want a bad luck.
Still feeling lucky, Brian.
I will reveal the coastline.
Go for it then. Do another one. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yep,
Very nice.
no signs of trouble from the mass.
Next session, I will have none.
No, aye, that was two superb rolls there. Like, imagine you were rolling stats for a 3d6 down the line, you'd have a couple of beauties there. Like,
Oh god, yeah.
That's a keeper.
So you managed to beat your way around the bay, and the northwesterly drives you down. So you beat round the bay.
Is our ship really that incapable of deep water that it won't just do that and go across there? Is it really that much of a coast hugger?
They're not great at travelling, and with the high wind, he just ran before the wind to here. And then the wind was against him crossing the channel, so he went here, and that's where he had the mast break.
Yeah.
It was a residue of the high wind.
The RBC monsters.
Navigation in deep sea is not great, and they tend to stick to the coastline because if they get driven out to sea,
They get lost. Yeah.
They get lost. You were dead lucky that one time you were driven out to sea.
We were very lucky. You're right.
Okie dokes. So the following day, yeah, I thought so.
Oh.
The following day, unfortunately, it's a high wind, so nothing happens. He is just anchored. Worrying that whether it's going to kind of go up into a storm. But thankfully it doesn't, because it moderates into a moderate breeze the following day. So, northwest, northwest, northwest.
I shall point out it's got
Northwest.
11, Dave.
In that case, that is probably a good time to stop before you go off the edge of this map.
Oh ho 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 ho.
Well, mind you, you've got a long way to go before you go off the edge of this map, but that,
Maybe next session though.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you're going through Bungo, and whether or not you're, where are we? Let's drag you to the main island. See. Okie doke. So, you are actually there. You've just rounded the headland, and you are at that point. Okay.
And
Okay.
remind me where we
So
sailed
you've-
from down here.
Nobioka is there,
Yeah,
and you have now reached
Yeah.
this point.
up here. Yeah,
That is about halfway then.
yeah, we're a long way from
Yep.
home.
And
The
Yeah.
crow flies anyway.
you are going to here, and then across the straits to there.
This is the furthest we've been from home now.
Now, you travelled past the Usuki is there.
So it's quite, you know.
Brian, mute your mic.
It's perfect time to spend together.
So Usuki is there. You saw the river debouching into the sea there. So somewhere to the west of that, in this area here, is the Valley of the Thousand Autumns.
Mhm.
Somewhere to look forward to.
Very much.
But it might be as well to wait until after winter.
Especially if we're going heading up towards the mountains as well, going inland and uphill. So it's going to get
Exactly.
colder.
Well,
Well-
we can't do that till we've been released by Lord Kanawa.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Get Kanawa's job finished
Well,
first.
you are going to be leaving Bungo Province and heading into Buzen Province. And the class, I think it's a class 3 town there.
May the Buddhas and the Kamis continue to bless our journey.
Well, you haven't had serious problems so far.
No, just a snap. Bit of wood. That's fine.
Yes, it's Kokura on this side of the strait and Shimonoseki on that side of the strait. Okay.
Indeed. Thank you, Dave. Thanks, gents. That was fun.
Yeah, thank you,
Awesome.
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave.
Thank you,
Yes,
Dave,
thank
for the
you.
game. Thank you, boys.
Good night to you all. Have a good week, everybody.
Good night, all. See you all in
too.
2 weeks.
Good night.
Cheers, Dave.
Yep.
Good night, all.
Night.
Bye.
Night, night.